thought to do a short video of what I'm doing with the Jelka mats to show how they're working. I've already laid about 5. It seems to be doing all right, but I thought I'd show you what I'm laying it on and how. Okay, I'm in mud, and I'm in deep mud, and I wasn't sure how the mats were going to cope with this. Okay, so what, hold on. So it's about as, I found a hard bit. It's about as muddy as you can probably get. So you can see I'm losing my boots. And I've got a lot of puddles. And it goes all the way up there. So what I'm trying to do is do a path that leads from the area up there down to some hard standing that I've got down here. So I'm starting off with a single line, and if I've got enough I'll do a double line, but if I can get a single line down, that would be great. So what I'm doing at the moment in order to prepare the ground is I'm raking it over to try and get rid of the biggest puddles and smoothing it down and trying to get rid of some of the biggest divots and just create a flattish surface. If that makes sense. I mean, it's not hard, but at least it's sort of flattish, and I've got getting rid of the most of the big puddles. Then I'm putting membrane down, and then the slabs over the top. So I'll just prepare the ground for the next set of membrane, and I'll show you how it's going down. Okay, I've just raked over the ground to make it reasonably flattish. Believe me, it is still very soft. If I put a foot in it I would sink, but at least I've not got big pools and it's reasonably flat. Oh, you can see footprint there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Might be difficult. So what I've got is I put the slab on the wheelbarrow so I can move it, and then I wheel it in along where I've already been. As you can see, I'm above the mud. You can hear the squelching, but the difference is I'm not in it. Okay, so this is going to be difficult with one hand. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of tipping it onto where I've been. Because if I tip it directly on, it has a tendency to dig in, which is actually not too bad on the membrane, because you can slide it along the membrane. So what I'm going to do is slide it down. I have to go onto the mud. Which is why I have the mud slabs kind of in place holding the membrane. Right, you can see that's now in place, but the beauty of it being on mud, I can just stand on it and it just evens it out. Look at that, I'm on top. I'll close that gap up a little bit and then put the next down. Okay, so got all the slabs down. It's very squelchy underneath, and there's some changes in level like that I'm hoping that it will sort of bed down a little bit. So I put sleepers along the edge on one side and then mud slabs down the other side, so that the sand's got something to go up against. And you can see I'm now starting to put the sand down. So this is where the sand's already gone down. I've been debating how deep to put it, but I thought to begin with I'm just going to fill in all the spaces, and then I might put an extra layer in afterwards. Using a brush seems to be the easiest way of doing it. It's not actually taking very much sand at all. I think less than half a builder's bag, and that will get me a reasonable depth. I'll show you at the end. Thanks. Okay, finished article. Can't quite see on here, but it is a bit of a slope. I've not gone deep with the sand yet, but I've used less than half a builder's bag, and I'm just going to see how the horses cope with it. But I'm definitely on top and not sinking. So when you stand on the join, there is a bit of a movement, but I'm not in the mud. Definitely not in the mud. Okay. Well, I did this yesterday. Horses haven't been down it yet. Just let them out. See what they make of it. Oh, good girl. Oops. Oh, the other side that wanted to go out. That was okay, apart from my mud slabs collapsing.